So I met my neighbor yesterday. He's got like 22 acres over there, and he was selling this metal canoe. Got an old Suzuki four-wheeler for like 300 bucks, but it needs a probably $500 to $1,000 worth of work. Got some kayaks here. Need to build like a lean-to or like a little hut to store them under. So yeah, got the chainsaw. It's beautiful out here. Got the canal right there. It's not really enough little trees right here. I need like a bunch of thin trees, kind of like this one. Let's see what we can find. Damn. Slipped a little bit and the chain popped off, but chain was already getting super loose. It always does. That's why this thing's going back soon. Chain always loosens up. The bolts, first time I used it, those two bolts just fell right off, lost them. Went back, they had to replace them. But I mean, it does its job. Chain just always loosens. That chainsaw is so crappy, I bet you I can go through this tree with a sawzall. Like I did this one with a chainsaw, it was terrible. Do this one with a sawzall, I bet you it's better. It's honestly about the same. It's a little bit, more vibration. Chainsaw was a little easier just because I made some crappy cuts, but not too much better. Really. Not much better. So my advice is do not buy the Poulan Pro chainsaw. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's a sister company to Husqvarana. That's the chainsaw that you see in the thumbnail. I end up buying a Husky because the Poulan Pro is just terrible. It fell apart, and I've watched other reviews and same thing in those videos. So the chain's popped off for like the 5th time today. Can't even finish it. Saw's going back to the store, piece of junk. I'm sure I'll get a lot of comments saying that I was doing something wrong, but I don't know, I'm just cutting stuff. Like I'm just tightening the chain, putting it back on. I mean, there's some times that I'm doing the cuts wrong and it's popping off, but it just pops off all the time. Like it just loosens by itself. You could tighten the whole thing and just start doing a cut and it just loosens. Just doing a normal cut. So this piece of junk is finally going back. Well, that was super easy. Just went in there. They took it back like it was nothing. Definitely a good store. Hopefully a good chainsaw. All right, I got the new chainsaw. Put the oil, the gas, primed it. Let's see if this thing starts right up. So this was actually the first week I ever used a chainsaw before, but I definitely could tell that the Poulan Pro is not a good chainsaw. And I know I'm not doing the cuts exactly right, but these are just really small trees and just chopping them up to build this cover for my kayaks and canoe. And get the canoe in place and then get the canoe there, kayaks how I want them, and then build around it. So this is what I got so far. I decided to make like a little brace over there, pick the stick up so it's not gonna, it wasn't going to fit the canoe all the way if I like left it on the ground. All of this was filmed back in November, so I've had the Husqvarna chainsaw for almost 3 months now, and I've had no issues with it. It's a 440E, starts every day, even when it's down to 0 degrees outside. When it has a brand new chain on it, it cuts like butter. I watched another video where they said that the oil leaks out of them pretty easily, but I haven't had that issue. So right here I'm building the framework for the kayak lean-to, and then I'm going to be covering it all with sticks and leaves to camouflage it. So that's like the basic frame. Now I'm just going to cover it, kind of camouflage it. All right, we got this thing pretty much covered with the base brush. Just gotta cover it up with leaves, other maybe some bushes, cut some bushes and put them on there. So now that it's winter, I actually don't store the kayaks and canoe there, but during the spring, summer, and fall I do, so that I can grab them and just go right up that hill to the canal and drop them in. And my last advice on the chainsaw is don't always listen to the person that works at the store. They told me that it's like the same company as Husqvarna and that I should get that chainsaw because I'd be saving about $100, $150. But I'd rather just spend more money and have something that works in the long run. All right, I think that's it for now. Got about 4 or 5 hours into this, and I'll add more leaves and more stuff. I've just put in too much effort into something that, well, actually it is going to have a lot of use. It's going to be used as like a hunting blind to store the kayaks and canoe under, and something to hide behind for when I'm playing airsoft with people, like an obstacle. Airsoft is like paintball, if you don't know what that is. But the main thing is I just didn't want people up at the canal path to really be able to see the kayaks and the canoe. I'm gonna go up there and I'll show you what it looks like from up there. I'm guessing you won't be able to see it. Like you can see in this side I haven't even done anything, but nobody comes from there. If somebody wandered onto the property on this trail, yeah, they'd see it. I don't think they're gonna take anything and drag them up this hill. More just so I could have a hunting blind and store the canoes and kayaks. Because the bike path, there's a bike path in the canal right there. Didn't really want people to be able to see them sitting there. So yeah, check it out from up there. All right, I'm up here on the bike path, got the canal. It's a beautiful 80-degree day in the middle of November, kind of crazy. But yeah, let's see. So there's my bike tire and a posted sign. And yeah, you can't, I don't see anything. I don't see anything back there. So yeah, I just mostly wanted it so you can't really see, you know, the blue and red and the bright colors of the kayaks. Can't see them at all. I'm gonna walk down there and see if we can see them from the trail. Got the beautiful creek right here. All right, so here's my posted sign and my bike. Let's see. There, I do have a blue wheelbarrow or garden cart over there. Might be able to see that, but yeah, you can see the corner that I didn't fill in. I'll just fill that in, and yeah, not bad. Really, the main purpose was just not being able to see it from the path, and when you come in right here. Hey, thanks for watching the video. All of that was filmed back in November. We had a really warm end of November, like 70, 80 degrees, but now it's freezing. I can't wait to get up into my treehouse. There's a wood burning stove in there. It's like 70 or 80. I'm so cold right now. But if you want to check out the video on that, I insulated it and put pallet wood all in that treehouse. So there's a video in the description below of that. So please subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm gonna be making videos almost every single day. So have a good one, and I hope to see you soon.